Hey, great Wednesday evening. It is a beautiful evening in the city of Brownsville, Texas. And let me tell you, it's hot and humid, very humid and very hot. And we were planning on having the show today from Captain Bob's mansion up in Rancho Viejo because Captain Bob's rich. He is. He lives in Rancho Viejo.
I wish.
You're in Rancho Viejo, bro.
Yeah, I'm in Rancho Viejo, but because of inflation and PUB and the taxes and the insurance, I'm not rich anymore. I used to be, and child support and everything. That's it. It is what it is, man. It's life.
But you got a swimming pool, bro.
Well, the swimming pool's there. I went to Leslie's pool to find chlorine. It was $66. I ended up at Walmart getting a bucket for 22 bucks. Yay! And you know what, Erasmo? You said yesterday, Captain, you're a colorful character. Well, I put this here today because you said I was a colorful character. What am
Amazon.
I? A Crayola box? Come on!
It's a smart light.
I got this at Lowe's. I love it. At Lowe's for 30 bucks.
You're rich.
No,
Only,
no, I wish I was. I used to be. I'm not anymore.
only
I'm
Captain Bob.
building up again, sir. I'm building up.
Only Captain Bob would spend $33 on a light bulb. You know how much
Whatever makes, whatever makes the children happy.
Erasmo Castro spends on a light bulb?
How much?
50 cents.
Well, I got the base for 20 and the light bulb was 10. But it is throwing out multicolored lights. A colorful situation. Only here on the border by the sea and beyond.
On the border by the sea and beyond.
And you're
Let me,
still
uh, I'm kind of like fed up with the and beyond part.
with what?
With the and beyond part.
Well, it's because the community told me you got to include that. Maybe
No,
I don't need to.
you don't need to. Remember, Rob, you've stated that we are the most historic city south of San Antonio, most historic city in the state of Texas. Our history does not include and beyond. It includes on the border by the sea because that what gives us distinction, not the and beyond. And one of the things that really troubles me about the and beyond is what could be. And let me tell you, I'm more concerned with what is now and what our past has been because we are the crossroads to the Americas, crossroads to the hemisphere to the Americas.
Well, we're the gateway to America. That's what Bobby Whiteman Cervantes taught me. And
Bobby, Bobby's amazing.
I'm grateful for him teaching us that. But
I,
I had left that out. But crossroads to the Americas.
I
And
like
we like Bobby Whiteman. I like him.
I like him too. He doesn't like me too much sometimes, but I like him. I think he's a cool cat.
Yeah, I do too. Uh, on the border by the sea and beyond. Okay. And beyond? Well, they're promising space rockets going to Mars. 1 million people by 2050.
We're not going to Mars, Captain Bob.
Well, it sure is interesting. 1 million people is too much, but evidently they have the technology for those space rockets to take heavy cargo all the way over there. There's iron ore on Mars. They don't have to chisel the rocks. They just scoop up the ore, the product, and just refine it and make steel beams. It's easier than here on Earth. That's what I've learned. So, Mars, why not? Let's see. He's got some. He's
We're not
a
gonna,
billionaire. They
we're
got
not,
the money.
we're not, we're not going to be here around in 2050, Captain Bob. I'll be
Well,
in 2050. I'll be 86 years old. How old will you be in 2050, Captain Bob?
let's see. Right now I'm 57. So I don't know. I'll be up there in the 80s or 90s. I think I can live to be 85 or 90. I think I can.
I don't think so, Captain Bob.
Why? Why? Thank you. I appreciate that.
I don't think you're going to live past 72
And why do you think that?
because you're a well-lived man.
Well, I've changed my life. Uh, I've cleaned it up. My dad lived to 87. My mother's 85. I think I can make it.
Your mom's still alive and kicking, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. She's doing good. I go see her twice a week.
I love your mom. I met her at your house there in St. Joville.
Yes, sir. Calle Jacaranda, Rio Viejo.
Yeah, she's kind of cool. She was cool with me.
That's good, Erasmo. She's a good lady.
Yeah, she was cool with me, and I appreciate that because she could have been not cool with me because I'm not part of y'all's socioeconomic group. Erasmo Castro's poor, unlike Captain Bob and the Jacarandas people and the St. Joe people. Erasmo's poor, and y'all welcomed me into your home. Actually, did a couple of drinking out there, a little partying out there at your home, and I appreciate that because that tells me Captain Bob's doors are open for anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter what their social and economic status is.
Thank you for bringing that up. I am for the people, by the people. Okay? For the people, by the people. That's all I think about. I've gone to hell and back like everybody else has sometimes.
Did,
Life is tough.
did you see my sermon tonight at church?
No, I did not.
If I send it to you, would you hear it, listen to it?
How long is it?
30 minutes.
Well, I'll give it a good shot. I'll give it a try. I mean, I've, I'm 57. I've learned everything I can in life.
It's a good sermon.
I'm here with my beautiful baby. I've learned a lot. Lessons learned.
It's a good.
Captain Bob has learned lessons.
It's a good sermon.
Okay, I would like to see it. Send it to me.
I'm gonna send it to you. Actually, we talked about what you just mentioned. That's why it came to my mind because we talked about how we need each other as a community to come together and to help each other out, and that's what Captain Bob's all about: helping each other out.
We want, I want to give back to the community. I want the quality of life to enhance for all of us, for the children. I have children. I'm thinking about Stella. I want Stella to rise high. Brownsville is unique. It's one of the most intense, beautiful areas in the United States of America,
Yeah,
on the Western Hemisphere. This is a unique, beautiful area with South Padre Island right next door, the Rio Grande River, 3 water resources, underground water, desalination, and the Rio Grande River. We are living in a tip of Texas oasis.
so why live in Rancho Viejo?
That's a good. That's a that's a good point. I'm just 11 miles north of Brownsville. Basically, it's an interesting story. Life changed in my life. There was a divorce. There was different situations, and my good friend Rini Cardenas from Cardenas Motors said, "Hold
Yeah,
at this house," and I got in the house. End of story. I love living where I am with Stella.
but you're not in the most historic city in Texas.
I am a promoter of Brownsville. I've lived there for 45 years. I've lived at Rancho Viejo for 5. I love Rancho Viejo. I love Brownsville.
I love Rancho Viejo. Rudy, I need you to come to my office on Monday, Rudy, please. Let me say one of the things that I think that unites us here is that Rancho Viejo is like it's like Olmito and parts of San Benito. I consider everything out there a part of our area. One of the things that I see regularly is that on a national scale, they usually tie Brownsville to Harlingen. So everything that falls in the middle, we could consider a part of our own anyway. So I'm good with that. The ranch, yeah, Buck Fiden lives out there on the ranch, San Benito, and I love visiting the ranch. It's just I haven't been invited out there as much as I should have been invited. But let me let me say that yeah, I consider Rancho Viejo part of our community, and I love Rancho Viejo. My sister has now moved to Rancho Viejo because she's rich. I know, puppy. I love you, Buck Fighter. My sister's rich. I don't know if you knew that, Captain Bob. My sister's got bucks.
And what is your sister's name? Because you have many sisters.
Gavi. Gavi is married to Genaro, and they got big bucks. And they're living in Rancho Viejo now. They're moving on up.
That's good.
I think it seems like everyone from Brownsville that wants to like move it on up, they go to the ranch or to Rancho Viejo to get away from Brownsville folks. Do you think it's because of the Tacuache complex that exists here in Brownsville?
I don't I don't know, but I want to let you know that I am thrilled to live here, and there's plenty of lawyers that are right down the street that are the most colorful
My attorney's
or
there.
powerful lawyers in Brownsville.
My attorney's your neighbor.
Who?
My attorney.
Yeah, Angela Nix, Star Jones, the Ziases have properties here. I mean, this is great.
I have three attorneys in Rancho Viejo. They're your neighbors.
I have the attorney. Yeah,
I have Angela Nix, I have Star Jones, and I have Ash George.
Ash George. Wow, Ash is here.
Yeah, they're my neighbors. They're my
And John Shergold.
John Shergold actually, as of recent, became my attorney too.
Good.
Yeah, it's good to have these attorneys on your side.
Marion Lawler is here. There's it's an attorney area here.
Yeah, because everyone that wants to make it, move it on up, they hate out the Rancho Viejo because Brownsville is becoming a Tacuacheville. Don't you agree?
Well, one of the most important citizens of Rancho Viejo is right here, Stella Sanchez.
She's amazing. But
She's here.
but do you agree that Brownsville is becoming a Tacuacheville?
Well, it's interesting that you say that. Rancho Viejo, I am amazed with the amount of armadillos moving around in the morning and in the evening. There is even an albino armadillo moving around, totally white.
They make good tamales, right?
I didn't know that.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I enjoyed looking at them walk around. And there's something, the skunk. The skunk is moving around. Plenty of skunks.
I don't like those.
I only saw one skunk in 40 years in Rio Viejo by St. Joe Academy in Palm Boulevard. I only saw one skunk. They're all over the place here.
I saw a lot of skunks at St. Joe. But let me tell you, everyone wants to leave Brownsville. And this is what happened, Captain Bob. And for a long time, all the Tacuaches, they started to infest Brownsville, and people said, let's go to the Brownsville Country Club. And then Brownsville Country Club became Tacuacheville too. Brownsville Country Club is now Tacuacheville also. I mean, it's right next to Cameron Park. Cameron Park's Tacuacheville. And Brownsville Country Club is slowly becoming Tacuacheville. Are you afraid that Rancho Viejo in the next couple of years is also going to become Tacuacheville? I mean, my sister's already going to move there. She's a Tacuache. So Is Rancho Viejo in danger of becoming Tacuacheville too?
I don't think so.
Why?
I think the power, the lawyers, and the money from Mexico are here at Rancho Viejo. The roads just got repaved. Everything's beautiful. They're strict on the brush up front. They're strict on the trash cans.
On the cars in the drive on the lawn?
What, the brush?
No, because that's what the Tacuaches do. The Tacuaches, they park their cars on the front of their lawn, and they leave them there like for years.
Well, they better not do that because the street is brand new. I don't want to see any oil stains on there.
So you don't
I
see
don't.
you don't see any cars parked in the on the lawn, the front lawn, like you do in Tacuacheville and Brownsville.
No, sir.
That's a big
No,
no.
sir. The street is clean. There's no cars parked on the side. I know what you're talking about.
It sucks. It makes it look horrible. So y'all going to protect Rancho Viejo from becoming Tacuacheville?
Well, I'm just here, fortunate to live here on Pisado Avenue on the Resaca, and I really don't mess around with. They got web pages for Rancho Viejo. They got organizations. I really don't get involved. I'm too busy in Brownsville. All I care about is for the people, by the people. CVS, and I care about Captain Bob's and Mocambo and my children. That's it. I can't get involved with the community over here. I just come over here and keep it clean, keep it organized.
But you agree that Brownsville is becoming to Tacuacheville?
Well, this is a new topic you're bringing up. I don't know. I don't want to. I love my Brownsville. I don't want to offend anybody. When you say Tacuacheville, that's an animal that's not that pleasant to look at. Why would you do that?
Because Brownsville is becoming Tacuacheville. I mean, it's puro Tacuache. It's like, remember when we used to go to spring break and there was a lot of like white chicks come down from all over the place? Now
Yes, sir.
now you got all the Tacuaches from all over the valley coming down to spring break, and they ruined it for us.
Well, that I would imagine that's for another show. You have an interesting topic there. Yeah, it is a turnoff.
Have you seen? It is a turn off, right? Have you seen the chicks that come to South Padre Island for spring break? Have you seen the guys all with those little haircuts that like peso pluma haircuts? Those they look horrible. Do you remember back in the day when good-looking chicks would come to spring break?
Yes, sir.
Now you don't have that, right?
Well, they sneak in. They're there.
They're not. All you got is like the fat chicks wearing bikinis that they shouldn't wear, and all that little fuzz balls in their ombligos, in their belly buttons. Have you seen all that fuzz in the belly buttons?
From the Hispanics or the Anglo-Saxons?
Or the tacuaches?
Uh, you're blowing me away. I wasn't ready for this subject, but I guess
They look horrible. Now, do you agree that fat chicks should not be showing their panzas and the muffin tops all over the place?
I agree.
I mean, keep it pretty. And there's nothing wrong with having a muffin top. I think it's okay to have a muffin top, but cover it
But
up
this world is multicolored now.
because you spent $40 on a freaking light bulb
No,
because you're rich.
no, sir. Look at that. Staying alive. Staying alive.
And staying live in Rancho Viejo, away from Brownsville.
It's just interesting. South Padre Island is very unique.
Tacuacheville.
They have the beautiful women at those clubs that never touch the Rio Grande Valley. They go to South Padre Island, they fly out of Harlingen or Brownsville.
You know, there's a
Some
lot
of
of
the most beautiful, some of the most beautiful women on earth come on into South Padre Island.
you know there's a lot of cartel money in Rancho Viejo, right?
I didn't know that. I don't know.
Tons. Oh,
I didn't know that.
75% of the economy in Rancho Viejo is cartel money.
What?
75%.
I don't know. I don't know.
If you get drug dealers there, it will become just like Brownsville Country Club. Yeah. Well, we already have the cartels there. The issue with Rancho Viejo is once it starts going into the selling the dime bags and then the nickel bags, then Rancho Viejo's out. It'll become the next Cameron Park for Cameron County. Can you imagine Rancho Viejo as a Cameron Park, Captain Bob?
That'd be terrible.
Why is Cameron Park horrible?
Well, I mean, I'm blown away with what
It's it's
you're
horrible.
telling.
Just admit it. It's horrible. Cameron Park
Horrible.
is horrible. It's horrible, and it's horrible because the politicians have used Cameron Park as a stepping stone to put more money into their pocket, and that's unfortunate. But again, Cameron Park people are sometimes led by politiqueras and stuff, so they screw themselves over. So they get what they deserve. This next,
Well, Erasmo, the situation is I like living in Rancho Viejo. The average age is the people I see are, 60, 70 years of age.
meeting,
I would like to live at the island, but it's a little too much. There's massive alcoholism over there. There's cirrhosis of the liver. You have about 40 to 50 people dying per year on the island. It's too much of a party. I like it over here. It's a little more calm. Now, I don't want to be over there partying away. I don't drink anymore. There's
I
no liquor in my life. I'm not going to the island because I've known two people that moved to the island and they have relapsed. I'm not going to do that. I like it over here. It's an older community.
well,
And I'm older too. I'm 57. That's enough. That's
you know
enough.
why, you know why the Tacuaches are not going to infiltrate South Padre Island?
Why?
Because South Padre Island is owned by Monterrey people. 90% of South Padre Island is owned by people from Monterrey. They are not going to let the Tacuaches overtake South Padre Island. And I don't think that Rancho Viejo has enough good spot, enough balls out there to prevent all the Tacuaches from going into Rancho Viejo. Because that's what happened to Brownsville Country Club, Captain Bob. Brownsville Country Club got overwhelmed by Tacuaches. So
That's interesting. Sure.
Brownsville Country Club sucks. Don't you agree, Roman? That Brownsville Country Club sucks.
Absolutely, 100%.
It sucks.
I don't even know why it's called the country club. I still don't know.
I mean, they should change the name. It's like Valley and Country Club. Change their name. Call it El Valle
Why El Valle?
because they're Valley Inn and Country Club, and they're not a country club anymore. They're just like a pothole filled ridden Matamoros. So El Valle de Mexico.
In the already El Valle, Mexico, literally in Mexico.
El Valle de Mexico in Brunswick.
Okay,
And Brownsville Country Club should be called the Brownsville Crappy Club.
all right. I didn't even say hi to Captain Bob. What's up, Captain Bob?
Hello, Roman. Nice to see you.
Same here.
Brownsville Country Club should be called Brownsville Crappy Club.
No,
Why?
because crappy sounds crappy. Is it that crappy?
It's
Doesn't Susan live there? Our friend Susan lives there. Why? Doesn't she live there?
She's still in Crappyville. Have you seen the streets that go into Brownsville Country? They're getting
I only go to very rarely do I go over there. I think maybe to play golf once in a blue moon.
you play golf.
Yes, I play golf. I
You
love
may not-
golf.
You may not be Mexican.
Why wouldn't I be Mexican just because I play golf?
Real Mexicans don't play golf, right, Kevin Bob?
Abraham Onset plays golf. He's from Shareline. He's Mexican.
Yeah, well, that's different. He plays at a professional level. You don't play it like for fun because it's not even a sport. If you're not
It's a
drinking,
game.
if you're not drinking, golf is the boringest thing in the world.
It's not. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's great. It's better than fishing.
Oh, Captain Bob. You think
Well, I like fishing better than golf. There's a difference there.
I agree with Captain Bob. I think fishing is 10 times better than golf.
Sorry. Every time I think about fishing, I think about that Mitch Hedberg joke where he says that we make fish late all the time because we catch the fish and we keep them in for like a minute, and then the little poor fish is late always to where they have to go. Like, you wouldn't me leave it.
Well, it's like my ex-girlfriend.
Sorry,
She's been late.
ruined the joke.
So I might have to get married.
She's late.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm more shocked by, the she or the late. He.
Roman, what are you implying, Roman?
Well, I mean, use the pronoun she. I would have expected to hear the pronoun he.
So now we cannot use the pronoun she. I mean, now
I don't know. I feel bad because I got after my friend Jessica the other day for using Latinx. I feel really bad.
She's stupid. Browser
She's not stupid. She just uses I can't believe she uses the phrase Latinx. It's crazy.
Roman, anyone that uses Latinx is stupid.
So you're saying that the Brownsville Community Improvement Corporation is stupid because they have the Latinx and rainbow. What do you think about that, Bob? Captain Bob, that the Brownsville Community Improvement Corporation has pictures of two women holding hands with the Latinx rainbow thing on there. What are your thoughts on that? Like, is that really economic development? Is Studi a part of that? Our friend.
Okay, that's a good point you brought up. There's an organization called Fish that got $20,000, and it's that guy with the high heels. He shaved his head. You know who he is, Erasmo?
Fish got $20,000.
I posted about that.
They got $20,000 from BCIC. They're standing with a big check, and you know what? I can't believe both of you guys don't know that because you guys are.
I posted about it.
You guys are connected with LGBTQ.
I'm not connected.
Pipeline with them.
No, I'm not connected in any way, shape, or form with those people.
No way.
Okay, listen to me carefully. They got $20,000, and you know what, ladies and gentlemen? They want to do some apparel or modeling agency. The city of Brownsville, the Brownsville Community Incentive Corporation gave them $20,000. Look at my hands. How dare them?
$20,000 to Fish?
Okay.
They gave $20,000 to Fish. I asked you the other day. You said, "Oh, I don't know who Fish is. I don't know who Fish is." Now you know who Fish is.
I know who Fish is.
Do you ever not see my show page? And I posted about it three days ago.
Roman, you have to tag me.
Oh, okay.
Hey, why did they give Fish?
Well, it was a competition, and for whatever reason, he wasn't him. It was his company. I think it's called Fio modeling agency or something like that. I have no idea. Anyway, I just know that they were the winners of $20,000.
Is that what they're gonna do? They're gonna use the $20,000.
I don't know. I don't know.
Both of you guys start protecting all that stuff. And another one is the brisket rub. They gave somebody that has some brisket rub. They gave them another $15,000 or $20,000. That's not a company.
I got something for them to rub for $20,000.
Okay, wait. It was a competition. There were certain people that were judges or whatever, and they had to give a presentation. It was wall-to-wall people at that right around the corner from your office, at the E-Bridge thing.
You got to tell me these things, Roman.
Well, yes. So Fish was one of they were like 1, 2, and 3. He got second place. He got number 2. He got number 2, and I even posted it. They even have a picture that they posted of him with some other person. I don't know, dude. I assume a dude. With like some yellow urine-like color, but I'm not saying they were drinking urine, but it was like that tinge of, I don't know, it could have been champagne, it could have been apple juice, I don't know what the hell they were drinking, but they were like toasting, and he had a big gigantic check.
Is this fish guy is the same one that hooked up the 2 McAllen guys that came over and took the video of Roy de los Santos saying F you? This is getting out of hand.
No. Okay. Yeah. And he's also the chairman of the Alphabet Committee or whatever commission. It's just really great. Isn't it great that you become the chairman of this very, very illustrious, important committee, and then all of a sudden the BCC, your company gets $20,000.
He's got high heels on.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck is he wearing high heels for? Receiving the $20,000 from BCIC.
I don't
The
know.
hills are that high. Are you guys okay with that, both of y'all?
No,
Because
no, no.
questions in town about both of y'all.
Yes, sir. I
What?
like fish. I like fish. I'm a
I,
fan,
I go to Captain Bob's restaurant and eat fish, but not that kind of fish.
but it tastes like chicken. I like
Okay,
I like fish. I'm
I want to know what Ninfa Ruiz, hallelujah, thinks about this. And I want to know what Leti Grasoria thinks about this. This is wrong.
I
$20,000 to an LGBTQ individual with high heels? Come on.
I don't know. He got $20,000. He won the competition. He got second place in the competition. Congratulations, I guess. And again, I want to make it clear. I'm not saying he was drinking urine. I'm not. It was just the color of urine,
but
a very
listen,
dark
listen,
urine color.
again, I like fish. I don't think that he should be getting any $20,000 of our money. I mean, I think that's ridiculous. And I wish I would have found out earlier. I would have been bitching about that earlier, but neither
It
of you,
happened over the weekend, and I posted about it.
Roman, you gotta
Does,
tell.
does,
Why don't
does,
you talk about it?
Pastor Burks know?
He doesn't care. He's a politico. He's a politiquero.
Oh, he's a political pastor?
Yes, he's a piece of crap.
Oh, my.
He's not a piece of crap. He's my friend. Stop it. Be nice.
He's
Okay,
a good boy. I like that man.
he's not
He's a
good.
But
good person.
He bends
Does Ninfa Ruiz, hallelujah, know that they got $20,000?
They don't care.
I don't know. How are we supposed to know?
Care because it doesn't affect. They think it doesn't affect them. But Roman, your Pastor Burke or whatever the freak his name is was out there bending over to Ray Gonzalez, kissing his ass all over the place.
Because he was the Republican nominee for Congress.
Oh come on, Roman. Ray
He'll
Gonzalez.
do that for anybody who runs for Congress and a Republican. He's a Republican.
Ray Gonzalez is a piece of crap. Captain Pastor Burke is a piece of crap.
Is that your cat?
She agrees.
Can you just shut that cat up?
Mimis.
Stop it. Stop talking.
Years ago, my father-in-law used to work at Brownsville.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Drugs.
Sorry.
Go there, and that messed it up. Yes, it's Tecuacheville. Bob doesn't want party, pero bien prendido disco light. Disco light.
Mm-hmm.
Give Roman some.
Mullet, bro. What the hell
I
is
want
that?
to let you all know Arturo Trevino, Mr. International Businessman, got invited to McAllen tonight for some keynote speech for promoting events.
Why doesn't the city commission like Turi?
Yeah, why don't they like Duty? I assume they don't like Duty because he said he doesn't like Duty, but that's a good question.
Why do they hate him now, Kevin Bob? They were big friends before.
I don't know. I don't know. They're jealous of Foodie's intelligence. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Everybody on the commission is jealous of him.
Captain Bob, why did you get so pissed off at Commissioner Cardenas?
Wait, what?
We made friends. Everything's good.
But
We
what
shook hands, and he's a good guy.
happened?
Yeah. What did happen?
Well, there's a certain misunderstanding, and people have pride, and he's got pride,
Too much?
and prideful men locked horns.
And just to be clear, we're not talking about the pride like the rainbow.
No, not like
Okay.
that.
Just making sure. Just want to make sure.
Are you wearing high heels, Captain Bob?
Strong, aggressive men that locked horns.
So now you're happy with each other.
We love each other,
Kinky.
but not like rainbow or pride.
You qualify for $20,000?
He's not starting up a business.
Well, let me ask you, Captain Bob. Let me ask you. Have you ever gotten money from BCIC?
Come again?
Have you ever gotten money from BCIC?
Zero, not one penny. I need some help.
But don't you think that
What? Why?
don't you think it's counterproductive that you, who has had a business here in the city of Brownsville for decades, for almost 50 years, I would say, who has been producing for the city of Brownsville, you don't get considered for any grants or any money, but you got someone wearing high heels and fish stockings, and they get $20,000.
I'm with you 100%. I have 25 years experience with Captain Bob's, and Mocambo, my partner, has 55 years. We have a combination of 75 years. I just spent $6,000 on a 5-ton air conditioned system at Captain Bob's. I could have used some help for the citizens of Brownsville that are my customers.
But you're not in
Yeah,
downtown. You don't matter.
this fish guy from LGBTQ gets $20,000. Hey, I need help with my AC.
I wonder what his presentation was and how spectacular was it. He would got second place.
Do I
How
need to
about
wear high heels for the
Yeah.
presentation?
I
you need
like
to
Because
come
he
out of the
got high
closet? Apparently,
heels.
I like to see you in high heels.
I don't. But
My
you,
heels
maybe you should come out of the
are-
closet, Bob. Come out of the closet now and come out of non-binary or whatever, and then you'll get money.
I'm a man, 100%.
Did Benny's son get money from BCIC for making CO2 machines to grow marijuana?
What? What?
Captain Bob?
I don't want to go there. They're attorneys. He likes to sue people. Don't want to touch niece.
But did he? Did he? Did Ben Niece get money? Benny's son get money?
Niece accused me of smelling like liquor in a courtroom, and I accused him of smelling like marijuana. End of story. That's it.
Are you saying that Ben Niece smokes marijuana?
I'm not saying anything. I think Ben Niece is a fine gentleman.
Well, what about the marijuana then? Did his son get money for the CO2 making machines to grow marijuana?
I don't know. I have no idea about that. I know that
We can move on, Erasmo. We should move on.
I know that both of your old friends at LGBTQ.
Why are you saying our friends? They hate me. They despise me. They probably burn effigies of me. They hate me. What's wrong with you, my friends? Stop it, Bob.
They hate me more than they hate Roman, and they hate me more than they hate Captain Bob.
Why do they hate you more than?
I don't
Oh,
know.
because they
I've always,
aren't you like a member, like a charter member or something?
I've always been an ally. I've always.
You're an ally. Okay.
Why would they hate me? I'm a lovable guy. Why
Because
would
you're
they
talking about high heels and
hate
fish
me?
stocking stuff or whatever.
A fish in his high heels.
Yeah, you're all upset. I just don't know how he got won. I'm just find it fascinating. Must have gotten like a really, really great presentation.
I got something great for you.
Man, my Rangers just lost. That
Benice
sucks.
has too many women. Have you ever seen Benice with a lot of women, Captain Bob?
We should move on from talking about Ben. Obviously,
I'm answering the questions here, guys.
well, yeah, but Bob doesn't want to answer those questions.
I want to answer that question.
And this is not a question. This is what Mary is saying is more of a statement than a question.
Does Benice have so many wives, Captain Bob?
Does he have too many
Wives? What wives?
Women.
Ben Nice is not.
That's the question. Why are you interested in him? I mean, what is the problem with Ben Nice?
Mary is. I'm not.
I don't know.
I like my
He's-
men a little bit
Okay,
younger.
like,
He's a fine man that likes fine wines and likes fine women.
And he sues you.
I know the women he's had or he's been around. They're very beautiful.
Very well.
They're very beautiful.
how well?
Have you dated any of the women that Benice has got out with?
Next subject.
Uh,
That was a good question. When his son was that Ben was there with a hot woman with big.
what do you have do you have a problem with women with big that
No, but
buck fighting, whatever?
look fighting.
I think women with big. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great.
The kid
Wonderful.
crashed my car several years ago. Were they hot? Not at all. Not at all.
Good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Bob, do you think people could get high on pot enough that they could crash a car?
Man, I'm hungry.
Captain Bob,
All this talk about
we're talking about sobriety, Captain Bob. Do you think people that smoke marijuana shouldn't be driving cars?
That's a good question. I really haven't thought about that. It'd be better if they just stayed home.
So,
But then they get the munchies, so they got to split.
Bob. Are you going to vote in the Republican primary or the Democrat primary in Rancho Viejo? I'm just curious. Have you decided which primary you're going to vote in?
Um,
There's nothing
I
wrong
would,
with
I would,
Bob's
I would
rice.
say,
Stop talking about his rice. His rice is good.
I
What?
would say Republican.
In the primary. Oh, great. Awesome.
Captain
We
Bob,
can count on your vote to vote against the what do you think it's appropriate? Do you think it's appropriate for a Republican state representative to contribute $250 to a Democrat state representative?
she doesn't represent Rancho Viejo, does she?
They can do what they
Yes.
want. That's fine. Who did that?
Captain Bob,
Well, your state representative, because you live in Rancho Viejo. Are you a registered voter in Rancho, or are you still registered to vote in Brownsville? Because if you live in Rancho Viejo and you're registered to vote, then it will be your state representative.
Okay.
Yeah, because Alex Dominguez's campaign finance report shows a contribution of $250
hey,
From
Captain Bob,
who?
are you going to vote for Mayra
from
Flores?
Janie.
Rosales?
You
Who
know,
was
I
it?
wasn't expecting these questions. All those people you have mentioned
They
are viewers of CBS for the people, by the people, and I appreciate them watching my show. And I support
Yeah, I
all
don't.
of
Well,
them.
one, I don't think Janie watches your show. I don't think Janie watches anybody's show. But whatever. But if you're talking about Chente and you're talking about Myra, I don't. Does Myra watch your show? Does Chente watch your show?
Yes,
They do?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I
So-
see her up there. I'm very grateful.
Are you going to vote for Mayra or for Vicente?
Well, let's first talk about the primary. Let's not worry about the general election because we have to. Because Myra does have a primary. She has several opponents in the Republican primary.
Be the candidate. Come on.
Huh?
I know Vicente personally. I have never met Myra.
What?
But you know,
You've never met Myra?
no. But she's
Oh,
what?
wow.
She's a big fan of CBS.
You think Mayra is for the people, for la gente?
I think everybody is.
Oh, hell no. Screw those people.
Remember, she came in to put the PUB fiasco on the forefront. We can never forget about that.
She did not. She was riding that little wave that we started. That's what she did. She was riding that wave that Susan, myself, Carlos Tawada, and Mary Helen Flores, that we were the ones that were out there constantly. She tried to ride that wave. She tried to ride those coattails. And I appreciate the fact that she was out there, but I would never say that she was the one that was spearheading the movement. She really wasn't.
Well, I want to ask you too, what is your thought on Dr. Laura Cisneros running for U.S. Congresswoman?
I love Laura Cisneros. I think Laura Cisneros is an amazing individual. She's been out there in the community. She is a cancer doctor. So she cares about the community. I've actually worked directly with, personally, in a close range with Dr. Laura Cisneros while she's gone out there to help individuals during the POB fiasco. And
She's been very nice
very nice.
with me at Captain Bob's.
She's
I
amazing.
like her a lot.
She's amazing. And
Now let me ask you too. What about John Cowan? Have we heard anything from John Cowan?
John Cowan is too busy playing chalupa in Southmost.
With his uncle and your buddy.
What is the Mario?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We have not heard anything
He's a dud.
or
He's a dud.
the bully pulpit where you're a leader.
What
He can
did you
get
say?
on you. Where is he, Roman? Where is he?
I don't know. I don't keep an eye on him. Sorry.
He's a dud. And nothing.
Who is the most powerful city commissioner right now?
Roy Los Santos.
Roman? Who? And you, Erasmo? Who?
It's Roy, without a doubt.
Okay, Erasmo?
Roy Los Santos. No doubt.
Okay. There's a new candidate that has come forward. Do you know who the new candidate is?
For
For what?
Gus De Leon.
Oh, yeah. Gus De Leon is a great guy. I love Gus.
And who
He's
is
a
he
good
running?
man.
And who is he running for?
He's running for District 3 where Roy is.
He
Yeah.
announced already, like 2 years in advance.
Well, it's
It's well known.
flowing around, but the big question, Roman and Erasmo, is he going to go to commissioner at large where Rose Gowan cannot run anymore?
Agree.
Or is he going to face off to Gus?
No.
Now, they are relatives a little bit down the line.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Cousins, like second cousins or something.
But I talked to Susan and I asked Susan, Susan, are you going to run? People are asking me to ask you. And she goes, no, she's not going to run anymore.
I think she's gonna run again.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
I think she's gonna run for 3 and run against Roy. I think she will.
He said no.
Well, that I mean, you could say that now, but that doesn't mean you're not going to later on.
You got a good point, Roman.
Roman finally has a good point.
Yes. No, but what were you were asking me a question earlier that I didn't get to answer. I don't remember what it was. Huh?
Captain Bobby.
Was it?
Who,
I think it was
I was
Captain Bob.
asking-
Yeah, I think it was Captain Bob. Was it you?
What
I
question?
don't know. Or something.
Roman,
Maybe it was it
Roman-
about Myra? No, you
Roman-
asked me about Dr. Laura. Hmm?
Hey, Roman, you remind me of Nostradamus right now.
Why?
If you predict the future, what Susan's going to do. Now, Nostradamus, brother.
Because he was evil and could not be killed.
What? What are you talking about?
You're evil. You cannot be
Okay, what else is going on? Because I need to go, hang out with Stella and stuff. Are we coming to the end? Or I can
Yeah,
get up
I-
and go
I
to
mean,
town.
if you want to, just Adolf apparently is obsessed with me for some reason. Like, I actually it's just a little troll.
I'm actually
Um,
Botox right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
What's
Anyway, no, you were asking about you were asking about Dr. Laura. You asked Erasmo, but you didn't ask me.
what do you think about Dr. Laura Cisneros running for U.S.
I don't think she should be running as a Republican. I have actually think that she would be wise to run for something else. That was just my opinion. Just because, and she's not very happy with me because I asked the question at an event. I had asked what was she going to do to get her message out in the Republican primary, considering that Mauro has a lot of money and obviously Myra is going to have a lot of money. How she going to do it? She was very offended by that. I feel. But I think she should run for something else. She's a good person. I'd be happy to help her in other races, but I am supportive of Myra. That is who I'm voting for in the primary.
it looks like Dr. G.F. McHale Scully's involved.
In what? In the Republican primary? He's a Republican now.
He's a political advisor all of a sudden from
For
the
who?
from the Stinja polling center. Evidently, he told her be Republican because if you run Democrat, Vicente Gonzalez is going to smear you at the primary.
Actually,
So, how does she expect to? So maybe your
And
friend
if you run
Mikhail can
for
explain
Republican-
how she's going to win the Republican primary, the nomination.
Because
I mean-
nobody else, is there another candidate?
Oh yes,
against him?
I've already said. There's Mauro Garza.
Okay.
He has raised what $500,000 already.
I was right.
You have Myra who's raised. I think she raised in the first couple of weeks. She raised almost $300,000 for her campaign. Not to mention that she has the support of the Speaker of the House and others.
That's not a lot.
So
Okay, so it's going to
for
be
a congressional race right now, early on when she only announced like 2 weeks.
Not
I think raising $200,000 in 2 weeks is a lot of money. How much have you raised in 2 weeks when you run?
Roman,
$1,000
She's
Captain
got-
Bob is nothing.
she's
Huh?
got Dr. McHale. Is that alone worth $300,000? Having Dr. McHale on your side?
He's
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe he thinks he's famous because his picture was on Sean Hannity's show on Fox News at one point.
Tell you.
Maybe.
Let me tell you.
I don't know. Does he realize that his picture was on Fox
Roman.
News? What?
I did not know that.
Roman, $300,000 for Captain Bob is nothing.
Why? Really? You have that kind of money?
Captain Bob's rich.
Captain Bob, you need to run. You live in Rancho. You should run for state representative. As a Republican, you could win. People would respect you.
My fortunes were the past. too many divorces, too much situations. I'm trying to bounce up again. Somebody, Tamale King, told me, you know what, Rob? You're like a wine cork. I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, I'll throw it in a 5-gallon bucket and it'll pop back up. He says, you're going to pop back up. So hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. I'll rise high again. I got beat up for the last 6 or 7 years. I'll be all right.
I'll pop you up, baby. Either way, we're not going to help browsers, so who gives a crap? They all suck. They all suck. All right, guys. It's nighttime, and Captain Bob's needed to tuck in.
The baby. How's the baby doing?
She's doing real good.
Yay, baby.
Thank you so much.
No, but you're not gonna have. That's your last one, right?
She was on the show at the beginning.
Oh, I missed it. I'm so sorry. I apologize for being late, but I'm sorry I missed it.
Are you coming on tomorrow morning in the morning?
No.
Screw you, woman.
I know. I'm sorry.
You suck.
I do apparently.
I don't care if Captain Bob likes you or Captain Bob defends you. You suck, woman.
I'm sorry. I told you I can't be on tomorrow morning. I'm sorry. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I wish I could be on, but I can't. I can't be in 100 places at once.
Defend him, Captain Bob. Don't defend him.
Captain Bob isn't defending me for crap. He's just being quiet.
It's your old show. But I just want to say one more line, okay? Coming to you from the largest city in the Rio Grande Valley, here at Erasmo Live. You all have a good evening.
Guys, have a great evening. Social distance, face covering, hand sanitizer. So like our guys, be good to each other. Continue to me. God bless.